I am the Atheist Gamer, and today I am going after a person by the name of TheCoparazzi. Now, who is TheCoparazzi? She's a black female who happens to, I guess, spy on cops. Yeah, that's great, you know. So this is going to be a very quick video on this woman, but before I begin, I think you guys should take a look at these comments. This you know, the video that I'm responding to. Okay, here's something in the description that she has written. Let me just put it up, and here it is. She made a note saying that she has no problems with opposing viewpoints, but personal insults, jabs will not be allowed. Please be respectful and thank you. Which, you know, that's fine. However, in the comments, a guy named Tyler Haskell says, funny on how you claim this anti-racism stance and then go on to say that Zimmerman should be eliminated automatically for shooting a black person because that makes you a racist, ma'am. And no, I am not white. I'm European American. This is no way a personal insult or a jab. This, on the other hand, this comment right here, you're gonna love this. This is her comment, TheCoparazzi. Bitch, your ass is racist, sitting up in here defending a fucking sociopath bastard who thinks nothing of harming your dumbass life, too simply because your stereotypes about young black men. You are arguing with me because you know that I'm right, and you are racist. Where you saw my vid from? Stormfront? Stay off of my channel. Block, bitch. Racist ass cracker. Yeah, I said fuck you, cracker, bitch. Yeah. The hypocrisy is outstanding. I mean, it is completely outstanding that this woman would go so far as to say, how dare you say I'm a racist, and then say some racist shit towards this person. I mean, wow, Coparazzi. Bravo, bravo with your major hypocrisy. We're going to have some fun today. We're really going to have some fun. So, how about we begin? Cue the intro, boys. Now, before we begin, I want to point out that this video that I'm responding to is 30 minutes long. So, no, I'm not going to spend 30 to 40 minutes. No, not 30. Maybe an hour. I'm not going to spend an hour on this woman, especially considering that this woman is not that well known on YouTube, and you know, she's just a complete racist, a douchebag. I mean, it astounds me with her freaking hypocrisy. This woman actually cusses at firemen who are just doing their freaking job, and that's kind of sad. I mean, this woman is just purely sad. So again, I'm not going to spend like 30 freaking minutes on this woman. I'm just not. So I'm just going to focus on mainly at the beginning part of the video.
I just want to start by saying that what you see right now is a 21st century form of lynching. Yes, the whole Trayvon Martin case is the modern day form of lynching of African American males. You can't, put it any more bluntly than this. Basically, it's open season on people, on blacks, period. And the problem with this case is that it sends a resounding sound wave that it's okay to attack a black person for whatever reason. Now, as far as I'm concerned, George Zimmerman is a sociopath. He's an interspecies predator. Just because of that alone, he should be eliminated. He should be taken out the gene pool.
First of all, there is no hunt on black people at all. Okay, this is just a stupid conspiracy that you have made up. Even the Illuminati, the rumors about the Illuminati seems to be more realistic than your crazy idea. Okay? And let's be honest. It doesn't matter if the kid was black or white, or if George Zimmerman was black or white. What happened? This is murder we're talking about. Race has nothing to do with this. This kid, the guy killed him regardless. And if he really wanted to kill him because he was black, then he would have done so to many other people who were black. But he didn't. I mean, if he was truly a psychopath, he would have gone to a killing spree. But I doubt that he's a psychopath. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is a psychopath, and maybe you're right. But still, race has nothing to do with this.
And in the case of George Zimmerman, I mean, looking at it on the surface, he didn't even identify himself as the captain of the neighborhood watch. And I sincerely believe that he was just looking, maybe not necessarily even to pick a fight, but to use his gun for a change and see how it feels to hurt somebody, to hurt another living human being. That's just how sociopaths think. If you want more on how sociopaths think, read Robert D. Hare's book called, he was the one who invented the psychopathic checklist too, but he wrote a book about sociopaths, and you got to read it and pick it up. And so he pursued this young man, and of course, justifiably so, this young man defended himself, because it's like, okay, you got this weirdo here who's chasing me, who's stalking me, because, in fact, contrary to what we're taught, men can get kidnapped and raped too. That does happen. Not as prevalent as what happens to females, women and girls worldwide, but it happens to men just as well. And he probably thought, why is this guy coming after me and so forth or whatever. And so he justifiably so fought back. And it kills me to see all of these stormfront driven. I mean, this is where the whole rape mentality comes into play. And I'm going to do a whole video about this later on too, as a matter of fact. There's so many races out here who, when it comes down to race and race relations, when it comes down to racism, period, you have a lot of white supremacists out here. When I say white supremacists, to me, the most dangerous whites are not the ones walking around, in hooded sheets and so forth or whatever, going and chanting KKK and burning crosses on lawns. The most dangerous ones are the ones who say, I'm not racist, but... Those are the ones you really need to be aware of. Those are the ones you really need to watch out for. And there's a lot of racists out here. I started on stormfront.org, who, despite the fact that George Zimmerman was, supposedly half white and half Hispanic or something or whatever, they're rooting and chanting for him simply because he murdered a black man. And they're still calling him the S word, which they call Hispanics as well at the same time. Now, I guarantee you, had that been a lily white kid, with blonde hair, blue eyes, young white boy, 17 years of age or, younger, 16, who got shot by George Zimmerman, unjustifiably, trust me, you'd see all sorts of race riots by whites. They wouldn't be having that. As a matter of fact, this would have went to trial and they'd be squashing his taco tico eating ass, every which way but loose. But because it's a young black man, it's like, well, you blacks shouldn't complain because your life is worthless, and because we see it as worthless, you should see it as worthless as well.
We all know the truth. You're willing to do, you wouldn't be complaining about it. No, of course not. You wouldn't, because we all know what you are. You are a racist. You have display that racism in the comments. And of course, you also display racism towards firefighters who are just doing their freaking job. And don't pretend that you haven't been cussing out firefighters, because you have. What else? I bet you will be, you'll be oblivious about the fact if the roles were reversed. And also, I'm pretty sure the outcome would be the same thing in court if the roles were reversed. Again, there's no difference. What I heard is that there wasn't enough evidence to prove George Zimmerman to be guilty, so he's innocent by law. I mean, after all, it is called proving he is innocent until proven guilty. What I'm going to say is this. Trayvon Martin was at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all. There's no race involved. And if there was, then George Zimmerman would have been killing black people or Asians or French, Italians, just because he didn't like them. But again, there is no race involved. Why do people bring up the race card so frequently? I mean, these people don't do that when a black guy shoots a white guy, but yet when it's done the opposite, people complain about it. It's all about racism and stuff. There's even an article which I found thanks to War Corp 666. It's in the links down in the description. People are not complaining about an 88-year-old war veterinarian who got jumped by a bunch of black kids. And I'm being dead serious. Links down in the description. He was being attacked by black kids, and yet people are not outraged. No. They're more outraged about the fact that George Zimmerman was shot by... not George Zimmerman. Trayvon Martin was shot by George Zimmerman. A random kid. People are outraged by a random kid who was at the wrong place at the wrong time. They're not complaining about some 88-year-old war veterinary who fought in the war and he was attacked by black kids. No one's bringing that up. This is the major hypocrisy right here. And no, I'm not a racist. I mean, I wasn't born... I'm not exactly white, completely white, but I am white-skinned. But, excuse me, this is my own house. If you heard my fart, then shut up. Anyway, like I was saying, I was born here in America. My parents are born in Puerto Rico, but technically Puerto Rico is part of America. So you can say that I'm white. You can say that. But I'm not defending George Zimmerman. I believe that George Zimmerman does deserve to be in jail. He doesn't deserve the death penalty, because if I believe that he deserved the death penalty for killing one kid, then I should say the exact same thing for pretty much every prisoner in every freaking jail. But that's just me. So, Coparazzi, you're just a racist. We all know that you're just purely racist, and I'm wasting too much time with you. So, that's all for now. I am the Atheist Gamer. Ace the game out.